Achievo. Well, that's nice. It's good that we get rewards for just, you know, rampaging across the native wildlife. What's this big glowy orange thing? Triornium gas or something. Ugh. Well, it's ours now. Slurp. Hey, Dovin. Go kick something. And then throw a grenade dead at your feet. So many Vivercats. Vivercats? Who knows? Yeah, we'll just clear them out of the way. Huh, that looks like a structure. So, we're gonna head this way a little bit. Bonk. And we're going to beat on these cats until they learn to respect the gun. Alright, and here we are. Well, there's definitely somebody here before us. Still don't know much about them yet. But let's cruise through this area until something pops up, shall we? Arrow wants us to go over here, but it's fluctuating wildly, so whatever it wants is basically just on the other side of this wall. Well, we'll get to it shortly. Look at this place. This crater is indicative of, you know, something blasted a hole in the earth with orbital weaponry right here. Ooh, an Iconian thing. Who would have ever thought? Let's grab us some.
This is old. Really old. I will need to have it analyzed to be sure, but this might be from when the Iconians ruled this space more than 200,000 years ago. We need to study this planet much more carefully. Who knows what else from the Iconians we might find?
Indeed, who knows? Well, now that we got that, let's check out this glowing thing in the middle of the rock. Apparently it doesn't want to get checked out. I guess it might just be a random glowing thing. Who would have thought? Still, it looks like somebody blasted this place from orbit. That's not a good sign, really. It's poking at the Iconian thing that we already grabbed. But we don't need to worry about that. A bridge. And an invisible wall, but a bridge. Interesting. I wonder where it goes. Let's see, is there any way to get to it? No, this area looks to be fairly well ringed. I don't think we'll be going down there. That's our Iconian dealabobber. So we don't need to worry about that. Well, let's see if there's a way around, shall we? Let's have us look. Nope, that's not gonna do. Jump over that route. Cruise around here. So much convenient wall terrain. Well, if only we brought ourselves a wall terrain vehicle. Aha, this looks promising.
We should investigate that old bridge nearby when we're done with our
Indeed we should.
scans.
But here's more radiation. We'll want some of this. Let's stand in the hideous radiation. I'm sure nothing can go wrong with that plan. Superior radiation report. What does it say? Standing in radiation. Bad for you. Observe ancient bridge.
What's that? Tholians. What are they doing here?
Duck, 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 duck.
Tholians. Just what we needed. Tholians are known for not caring very much about us humanoids. I don't think they even know the difference between a Romulan and a Reman. The ship isn't detecting any more Tholian ships in orbit, but with our luck, that'll change. We should see what those Tholians are after. If this is going to be our planet, they can't take it from
Right,
us.
let's take it from them first. Alright, but our first concern will be figuring out a way how to get over there. Or at least to get, you know, to the next part of the mission. Well, I'm sure something will present itself. Let's go back around, shall we? All the cats seem to be leaving at speed at that. It's probably not a good sign. Well, let's go wandering into it, shall we? The area is still clearing. Yeah, I'm sure we understood a lot of that. Okay, Tholians. Tholians are not an easy fight. They've got powers like we do. And worse, they know how to use them. However, as Tutorial Voice was saying, we can outflank them by going behind them and shooting them in the back. This is usually a winning strategy. Beethoven, drop a grenade on him, would you?
The Tholians seemed interested in those rocks back there. Should we check it out?
Why, yes. Yes, we should. Meanwhile, we'll jump all on their corpses because Tholians. Ugh. Tholians, for those who don't know, are basically crystal spiders. They look like robots right there because they're wearing very heavy encounter suits. Tholians live in temperatures that we would consider something akin to molten iron. So, wandering around in a place like this, they need these heavy encounter suits to bring their own atmosphere with them.
Watch out! More Tholians inbound.
Because of course there are. I'm scanning. Don't bother me with when I'm scanning. Let's all shoot the Tholians. Let's all shoot the Tholians forever.
More on the way, sir. Why are they so interested in this site?
Because they
No idea.
love us.
We'll find out once we have a second.
Are they? Here they are. Super shot. Zap.
One more group inbound, and it looks like they're sending one of their commanders.
Lovely! That's just what I wanted. Okay, Ensign, we can kill him pretty quickly. Tovin, why aren't you jumping on somebody? Oh look, Hyven has been trapped in a cage. Oh well. We'll get on the other side so all our teammates are basically shooting him in the back. We'll crouch for the defensive bonus. We'll chuck a grenade. We'll instruct some weapons malfunction. And super shot. Zap!
The Tholians wanted whatever is buried in those rocks. Let's see what's beneath them.
Yeah, they wanted it pretty bad. We just murdered a dozen of these guys. Careful archaeology, folks.
There appears to be a sword, fossilized in the secretion layer.
Trying to scan it now. Wait, this is incredible! There's definitely a blade here, and its composition and size match those of Vulcan blades from about 1900 years ago. There are only a few examples of these weapons left. Most of them were destroyed during the time of Awakening. That would be when the Vulcans and the Romulans parted ways. Let's open a channel to Tamara and tell him about our findings and the Tholians.
We have to stop the Tal Shiar.
Thank you, Tamara. Your team spirit is appreciated. Interesting. The sword could prove to be something unbelievable, maybe even something made by Sharian. I'm concerned about the Tholians beginning a full scan for any of their ships in orbit. Who is Sharian? Sharian was the greatest Vulcan weaponsmith who ever lived. He loved war and created marvelous swords for the greatest warriors. After talking to Surak, however, he renounced all violence and never made another blade. 3 of his swords were taken by our people when they left Vulcan. 2 were lost during the journey, and the third, as far as we know, it was lost at the homeworld. But if there's a sword from Sharian era here, and other signs of habitation, this could be the sword of the Raptor Star, one of the missing swords. There was an expedition out in this region looking for it a few decades ago, but as far as I know, they never found anything. Maybe we succeeded where they failed. This could simply be an old sword from past civilization that lived here and nothing more. Regardless, I'd prefer to hold out hope that this is somehow tied to us. Perhaps it is my pride simply getting in the way. Let's talk to Detan. Yes, we should. Hold on. We're under attack. It's the Tholians. Red alert. Tamara, how many are there?
I won't be forced into a bad situation.
Tamara's closed the channel, sir. I'll have the Geodan blade transferred to the science lab aboard the Relic. We should return to our ship as soon as possible. Tamara will need our help. Damn tootin' he will. Whoa. So much glowing. And we didn't even take the Relic with us.
We're counting
Well,
on
the
you.
Geode with us. We're traveling one of their webs. There are more Tholians on the way. We've got to take out nearby Tholians to get us out. Okay. Tholians are bad news, just in general. As you saw down there, they used a little webbing power to capture Hyven. They do the same thing to ships. They can shoot through this web. We can't. Very inconvenient. And they shitter at us. Wonderful, just what I wanted. Okay, that scrags them.
The Tal Shiar is advancing on our allies.
You don't have the time to relax, however. I'm picking up a large Tholian ship leaving warp. Get ready, the Tholians have some of the most advanced technology in the quadrant, and they never back down. We'll need to work together. Indeed. That right there is the Tholian Recluse. It's a carrier. It is generally considered to be one of the more powerful ships in the game. Very annoying for that. Not so much in the hands of NPCs, but in player hands, it does a wonderful job. It's a buff ship. Or rather, a debuff ship. It debuffs enemy ships so that they take more damage. Very handy in the right hands. Or paws, or tentacles, or whatever you have. But working against us, very inconvenient. Good. Scragging the Recluse helped us tremendously. But now we have to deal with this Orb Weaver. Orb Weavers are the kind of ships that send up those webs. Go figure, right? And we need to get out of here before the explosion takes us with it.